So today I wanted to do this short video on the topic of the cost of smartphones versus dumb phones. If you have been looking for a dumb phone, you may have been doing it because of screen time reasons. You want to spend less time in front of your screen. You want to spend more time doing the things that you love. And I can tell you as somebody who has used a dumb phone for the past 6 years that is true. You get more peace, you get more time back, and you get just more enjoyment out of life. But you may also get financial benefits for switching. And today we're going to explore 3 reasons from 3 research papers. And these are not about the cost of the phone. So of course, the cost of the phone, you have a flip phone is going to be $100, maybe 200. And if you have a smartphone, even if you get a used one, if you want to get a good one, it's going to cost you 300 plus. So right there and then you're already winning with the dumb phone. But there are 3 other areas that may save you money over the long term. The first one is the cost of your cell phone plan. And here in the United States, we have very expensive cell phone plans. And it seems that 94% of US households are essentially spending about $120. So if you take that, that's 2 phones, that's $60 per phone. And that's a problem because that's a lot of money. That's about $1,300 a month. And when you have a dumb phone, you don't need a lot of data. So you don't need the fancy unlimited plan. So you can get something that is more discreet and something that costs you less. So for example, the average US household spends about 120. My wife and I have a dumb phone. She has a not very low data plan that costs her about $15 with US Mobile. I have US Mobile as well, but I even have a lower data plan that costs me $6. So we spend $21. So we're saving about $100 each month compared to the regular US household. And I feel like that's a lot of money. I mean, I've been using it for 6 years. That's about $1,000 every year that we save. That's $6,000 more in my pocket. And that is something that you don't think about when you have a smartphone. Because when you have a smartphone, you have this big data plan and you use a lot of things. And essentially, you feel trapped to be like, oh, I have to have a data plan because my smartphone needs it. But whenever you go to a dumb phone or a flip phone, what happens is, oh, I don't need that big data plan. So we're going to save a little bit of money in that way. The second area, which it was quite surprising to me, is that there is a lot more spending for those that use mobile payments. So tap to pay, right? Like smartphones have the tap to pay feature, which is a great feature and extremely convenient. But there is this data that essentially says that users of tap to pay spend more than even people that have a credit card or a debit card. And of course, more than the cash whenever you have actual physical cash. And that's something that it's true. You know, I have a dumb phone and I carry my debit card with me, but I don't have tap to pay. So I'm not just mindlessly tapping or going and like, oh yeah, I can pay for it and not really thinking about it. I'm taking a physical object out of my wallet and then paying for whatever it is that I'm paying with the swipe or the insert, or maybe, you know, there's a tap to pay with the card. But that mobile payment system where you just swipe, go up and pay, or you have a terminal and you just put your phone, feels so frictionless that I think you start associating it as a too convenient of an experience. And this research paper essentially shows that whenever you have a mobile tap to pay device, then you're going to have an easier time spending money than when you have to take your physical card out of the wallet or whenever you have to use cash, especially cash, because it hurts seeing the actual physical cash getting out of your hand. So that made me think, wow, that's really interesting because a lot of dumb phone users, yeah, we don't have tap to pay, but we may be saving money because we're not just frictionlessly spending money on whatever it is that it's in front of us. And then the third reason, I mean, of course, this one is more obvious, is no in-app purchases. So on a flip phone or even a light phone or a small device, you don't have a lot of apps. So you don't have a lot of subscriptions. Let it be AI or let it be subscriptions for Netflix or Spotify or whatever it is, because you learn to consume less. You don't have all of the apps and all of the in-app purchases in your device. Therefore, you're going to spend way less money. And this last research that I came across says that now people are not only spending on games, which terrible thing to spend on for, you know, certain reasons. You're not getting a lot of that money back in value, but they're also spending more in apps. You know, as the rise of more subscriptions on different apps has come, and this is the new economy that we're in, more people are pushed to getting that subscription on their phone, and you have to go through Apple or you have to go through the Play Store instead of a one-time purchase. And that is definitely a benefit that I appreciate. One of the things that my mind has changed when it comes to software is just the idea that I don't have to subscribe to something. Instead, I try to own as much as I can of my software. And because I don't have a gateway, essentially a smartphone that allows me to do the in-app purchase, I am more mindful about it. So I wanted to share these 3 reasons because I think it's important to think of all the corollary benefits of dumb phones. It's not only for mental clarity, it's not only for giving you more peace or time back, but it may also be affecting your pocket and other areas. I'm pretty sure there are other multiple areas that you're not clicking links that get you to a scam, or you're not sharing passwords easily. There's more friction inherent in the dumb phone life, and some of that is actually very, very positive. One last one that just came to my mind right now is essentially the commodification of rideshare or other apps. Since getting my dumb phone, I use Uber and Lyft less, Uber Eats less, DoorDash less, because I just don't have it on my phone. And I'm pretty sure that one, there is research out there that shows that you are spending a lot more just because you have the apps on your phone. So maybe, yes, you could have a smartphone and delete all those apps, but it seems that they have made it too easy and too convenient to spend your hard-earned money. So consider this as another reason to get a dumb phone and to think about maybe the benefits that you can bring it to your life. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.